Hi, my name is Wanda, and today we are going to look at what a narrative is and what it should look like. Now, narratives are all about telling stories, and these stories can be real or they can be made up. Now, the main purpose of a narrative would be to entertain the reader, to motivate the reader, or to teach us something. Now, there are many different types of narratives, and narratives are normally written in past tense. Your basic structure of a narrative would be that it would have an introduction, and that would be about the setting and the character. And then we would go into having a problem which your character would face, and then the character would have a solution to the problem, and we would end it with a conclusion. Now, narratives can be written in first person, which the character would tell us the story, what he is feeling, or it can be written in third person, where the writer knows everything there is to know about all the characters in the story. So let's look at the plan for Little Red Riding Hood. Now you all know this fairy tale really well. And in our introduction, when you plan for your own narrative, you would have a setting and a character. That is the most important part to have in your introduction. Now in Little Red Riding Hood, we know that she lives outside a village in a forest, and we know that the characters that we meet right off is Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother. Now our introduction is normally quite short. It's 2 to 3 sentences, just giving us an idea of where we are, the setting, and also the characters. A popular way to start a narrative would be once upon a time, or one day in a far, far away land, and you could introduce a character and give a little bit of details of that. Now the next thing is to go into your problem. Now Little Red Riding Hood is quite a large problem, a long problem, and the problem can sometimes be quite short. And this is where Little Red Riding Hood meets the wolf. The character normally experiences some emotion or effect, and then the problem develops. And in Little Red Riding Hood, the wolf runs to the grandmother's house. Now we all know that that goes quite long, and Little Red Riding Hood meets the wolf, and the wolf disguises as the grandmother. And then the very end, or close to the end, we get a solution on how this problem was solved. Now in Little Red Riding Hood's story, a lumberjack passes by and hears a scream, and then he saves Little Red Riding Hood. Now a solution would be very close to what is known, a solution to the problem you have. And then you would end your narrative off with a conclusion, and that's always the part where they all live happily ever after. And that's just a little bit of summarizing at the end of your narrative, concluding everything that you've written and planned, and now you can go into planning and writing your own narrative.